Disease or disease, as it is known in the allopathic community, is a disruption of homeostasis or an imbalance in our bodies. There are two main causes of diseases, two main reasons why we get sick, and I'll be discussing those two causes in this video. The first and the main cause of diseases are toxins. Toxins like fluoride in our toothpaste, they put it in our salt as well, and in foodstuff. Toxins like herbicides, pesticides, and nanoplastic, heavy metals that they spray in the air, chemtrails, for example. We breathe in all of these toxic substances. They also deliberately include toxic substances and elements in our food, clothing, shelter, our water, our soil, the air that we breathe in, the technologies that we use, the so-called medicines are also toxic substances. These should not be ingested by human beings. They include it even in our buildings. The material that we use to build our houses are to a great extent toxic elements, toxic substances that some of which would even kill us. You remember back in the days when they used asbestos to build houses and what happened after. We use a lot of stuff that we believe now are really healthy, but later on we will find out that these were some of the stuff that were contributing to making us sick. So toxic substances, toxic elements that we have to deal with on a daily basis is one of the first causes of diseases. My solution or my suggestion is to avoid toxic substances if you can. Be aware and be conscious of the food that you buy. Avoid GMO food and food stuff that they have sprayed or included artificial flavors, artificial additives, artificial whatever, all of these substances, some of which you can't even pronounce. If you can't pronounce something, or if something has more than 3 ingredients, then don't buy it. The best thing is to go in nature. Go in nature to get your water. There are springs available in quite a few countries. If the soil is not contaminated, then you can go there and you can get your spring water. We do the same. Even the rainwater, although the air is contaminated, you can still collect the rainwater and you can filter it and have a clean water instead of drinking the water or even using the water that they deliver to us through the pipes to drink or to bathe your skin, because our skin absorbs those toxic substances as well. So avoid toxins if possible, and if not, then I would like to advise you to do a regular detox heavy metals and all of these other toxic elements that we come in contact with or we ingest. Detox, avoid toxins, and do your best to eat clean, drink clean, and breathe clean if at all possible. This is why I have decided to come and to live as close as possible to nature, in nature, so that I can have a more healthier and a cleaner lifestyle. The second cause of diseases is basically acidity, or what they call acidosis, and this is caused by a lot of the food stuff that we eat. For example, one of the number one causes of acidity or acidosis is sugar, processed sugar. Processed sugar is included in basically everything that we eat, and our bodies can't really digest polysaccharides, so these substances become toxic in our bodies, and they build up mucus, excessive mucus, and cause us to get sick. So avoid processed sugars if at all possible. It is possible because we can eat natural stuff like fruits and nuts, whatever is natural that has sugar in them. We can eat natural things instead of eating and consuming artificial sugars or processed sugars. The second thing that causes acidosis or acidity is dairy products. Dairy products cause a lot of mucus buildup, causes the body to be acidic, and we become sick. So dairy products were not made for us to consume. The milk that a lot of people drink was made for the cow, and the cow has a totally different physical makeup to the human being. So we were not made to drink cow's milk. If you want to drink some milk, then look for a woman who is breastfeeding and get some milk. That milk was made for human beings, but not cow's milk. So this is why it causes such a great problem for us humans, and especially people like me with dark color skin. Africans, or the most Africans, have a dairy or lactose intolerance. Next on the list are meat products. Meat are not created for human beings. If you are a Christian and you read the Bible, then it's stated in Genesis 1:29 that we should eat of the fruits of the tree. We are actually fruitarians as human beings. We were created to eat fruits. Let your food or your meat be your fruits, and the herbs be your medicine. So actually, the Creator had told us what we should eat, and if we have consumed, if we have eaten what we were created to eat, then we would not get sick. Another thing that we should avoid eating are grains. Grains are, to a great extent, in many cases, GMO, and GMO products have a very toxic effect on our bodies, especially like wheat. Wheat has a thing that they call gluten in it, and this causes the hair in our stomachs to be dysfunctional. They actually glue the hair in our stomach, these suctions, to the wall of the stomach, so we can't really absorb the nutrients that we need from the food we eat. So grains, wheat, barley, corn, especially GMO corn. I'm not saying that you should not eat a little corn, because there are still a few natural plants available, but the most of these things are genetically modified and are not fit for human consumption. And last but not least, what I would advise everyone to avoid are processed foods. If you can't get your food packaged by nature, then don't eat it. I do my very best to avoid processed food, and especially those people who are vegans. These processed vegan foods have a lot of toxins in them. You just look at the ingredients, Google the ingredients, and then you will see what you are eating. So not because something is labeled vegan means that it is fit for human consumption. So avoid eating man-made artificial food. Avoid eating foods that are not healthy for us, that were not created by the Creator, but instead by human beings. And this will... Hey, puss. The cat was just biting me on my foot. It's not nice. These practices, lifestyle, will help us to be healthy. So these are the two things that I had to share with you today about eating right, eating healthy, and how to avoid the things that cause us to be unhealthy. Be conscious of what you put inside of you and also what you think. Avoid spiritual toxins, physical toxins, emotional and mental toxins, so that you can remain healthy. That's all I have to say for now. Megan, thanks.